All right, a winter storm watch has been posted for the entire state. It starts Saturday afternoon and goes right into Sunday evening for a storm that's going to last approximately 24 hours. All right, there's the winter storm watch, and here are the headlines for this weekend storm. Bottom line is, it's still a couple of days out, and there are some uncertainties as to how much of each kind of precipitation we'll see. But the bottom line is, it's the kitchen sink. Snow, sleet, freezing rain, and perhaps even some rain in southeastern Connecticut. The snow starts late Saturday. It's going to become heavy at times Saturday night. So before we see a change to sleet and freezing rain, there will be an accumulation of snow, maybe 2 to 6 inches across the estate. Then it goes over to sleet and freezing rain on Sunday. Now, if we get more freezing rain than sleet, power outages will become a concern. If we have more in the way of sleet, that bounces off power lines, and therefore power outages would be less of a concern. Now, we may not really know what proportion of each we'll see until we're actually into the storm. But no doubt about it, colder air arrives as the storm leaves late Saturday, Sunday and Sunday night, and therefore we go back over to snow before the storm ends, and we have a flash freeze Sunday night. So anything that's wet or slushy will turn to solid ice, and by Monday morning we're talking about wind chills 10 below to 25 below. So our initial forecast, 2 to 4 inches of snow and sleet in southeastern Connecticut, New London County, 4 to 8 inches across much of the state, but in the northern and western part of the state, we could have 8 to as much as 14 inches. And the highest amounts, of course, would be in far northwestern Connecticut. For now, though, we're in good shape. Early morning pinpoint Doppler is scanning the state dry, and we'll pretty much stay that way through midnight. We do have some clouds over Hartford, but it's nice and tranquil and looking great in New Haven for the time being, but some roads will become slick across the state later on tonight after midnight. Temperatures are in the 20s across most of Connecticut. They'll drop to 15 to 25 before they level off tonight. And the wind, it's not much of an issue. In fact, we have calm conditions in places like Hartford. So on the local picture, you can see that we have some increase in cloud cover, a little bit of snow breaking out across Pennsylvania. That will arrive around midnight or shortly thereafter. Now, the storm that we're forecasting for the weekend, well, the energy with it is still way out there on the West Coast and in the Rocky Mountain states. So trying to pin down the exact storm track at this early stage of the game is really difficult, but we think it's going to pass by just to the south of New England as we go into the day on Sunday. So Futurecast shows increasing clouds, and after midnight the snow breaks out, spotty snow, and maybe even a few raindrops in parts of the state tomorrow morning. And then during the afternoon and evening we'll have some partial clearing. Now Saturday we start out with some filtered sunshine, but then the clouds thicken up and we start to see some snow moving in as we go into the late afternoon and evening. And that snow around 10 o'clock Saturday evening, it's going to be heavy at times. There's 4 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, snow heavy at times, some ice along the I-95 corridor. And then as we go through the day on Sunday, 9 o'clock in the morning, snow in the Northwest Hills, freezing rain and sleet elsewhere, maybe even some rain in New London County. And then as we go into the afternoon, the storm will probably start changing back to snow from west to east across the state. Again, we're going for, as much as 8 to 14 inches in the northwestern part of the state. But for tonight's event, we're talking about a coating maybe to an inch. So lows tonight 15 to 25, and your highs for tomorrow between 35 and 40 across most of the estate. Here's your 7-day forecast. Saturday, the clouds move in. The snow becomes heavy Saturday night, and we have that icy mess on Sunday. A high of 32 inland, and then down to 5 Sunday night with a high of only 12 on Monday. And look at that wind chill, 10 to 25 below zero. As we go through Tuesday, we get into the 20s. And look at that rain on Wednesday with a high of 46. Talk about change there for the shoreline. Tomorrow, a high of 40 degrees.
Bruce, thank you.